And today we're gonna do a slightly different video to what I usually do. Summary of Sevil Smile's total smile makeover. So, as I'm sitting in here next to my hotel, I actually had a daylight robbery performed on me. Someone just fed me with these. They took my 50 liras. He was a nice guy though. Anyway, so let's break down that it's quite hard to travel to Turkey, especially if you haven't got vaccines and whatnot. Also, it doesn't make much of a difference. You have extra one test to do if you're fully vaccinated compared to if you're not fully vaccinated, so it kind of makes no sense whatsoever. But the reason why I went to Turkey was through the lockdown, first lockdown, I had slight inflammation in my tooth, which could not be addressed because of lockdown rules. No dentist appointments allowed. If you are going to dentist, all you could do was extraction, and that's about it. So, obviously not wanting to do that. We carried on, tried to adjust, and basically that meant to adjust my bite. And that led to absolutely destroying a crown on another tooth I have. So that's two teeth damaged. Going to my dentist and talking to her, we came to conclusions that in the future I probably will need third tooth fixed. So whereas all others are quite good, and that probably would require treatment in another 2-3 years, no sooner than that, but nevertheless it would need a treatment. So decision was made. As soon as borders open, we are flying off to Turkey to get these two teeth done, if necessary all three. Landed in Turkey. So first of all, the requirements, so book a flight, needed to have PCR test 72 hours before flying out, dressed really light, really didn't take anything with me, 3 pairs of shorts, 4 t-shirts, socks, pants, whatever, literally nothing heavy. I'm coming in for a week, and I only was taking hand luggage, 10 kilos, so threw my laptop in, threw my camera in. That's about it. Came over, and I'm quite lucky that I didn't take any more stuff, because as soon as I landed Friday night, Saturday morning, I was in for a treatment. There were major discussions with my doctor and a few other doctors. So basically, surgeon was called in, aesthetic was called in. We discussed everything, what could be done, what should be done. Even though originally I wanted to just fix my teeth, we came to plan that if I do something, let's do something properly, which is my decision. And the surgeon was there. He advised to pull out one tooth, but then we went through other teeth as well, so mine are still a bit sensitive because my last treatment was yesterday night, so I can still feel a bit of a tenderness in my gums and stuff. So I need to get used to using my mouth again. So yes, my dentist, my surgeon decided we need to pull at least one tooth out. But then going through other bits, 2 others were quite sensitive. And I just asked them, look, what's the best thing to do? And same as my dentist, I said sooner or later they will have to come out. And instead of me making 5 million trips and struggling through years, I just said let's pull them out and get it over and done with. So we ended up doing an X-ray and then a 3D scan. And on the 3D scan, it showed that I actually have 4 teeth inflamed. So me being me, just giving them green light. Look, pull all 4 out, and let's get this fixed. So I will actually have to come back in 4 to 6 months time, depending how well my bone heals, and do 4 implants for the teeth that were extracted. Whereas this what I have now are 21 new crown on top of my old teeth to improve my bite, improve the way I look, improve the way I feel about everything. So I don't regret anything at all. Treatments were amazing, doctors were phenomenal, members of staff are always on you, trying to help you out. Bear in mind the studio, you can sit there, eat, drink all day, chill out, use Wi-Fi. You've got specific area where you can just chill and do nothing. I just grabbed my laptop and I did my work on the outside there. So first treatment was filing down my teeth. Well, that was only after my doctor consulted with one of the main surgeons that is this an actually good idea before my teeth are extracted, because my bite was slightly off now because of how I try to eat, just to make sure that I'm pain free. So after surgeon gave a green light, so a lot of injections to not feel anything, and my doctor actually did a really good job, because I had one tooth missing. So my teeth were slightly spread out on one side on top of the jaw, and forming little gaps in between my teeth. Instead of her leaving it the way it was, she filed down my teeth in a manner that it left little gap to put in extra tooth. So now there are no gaps in between my teeth. Nothing is there that could actually make me sit there for half an hour after eating steak and pick my teeth from bits of meat. So another treatment was 2 days after. I could have come in next day, but my doctor decided let's do it in 2 days. So my first treatment was Saturday, my next was Monday. Got 4 extractions, but firstly they already had prepared the new teeth, new crowns, so my doctor tried them on, made sure everything is fine. She wasn't very happy. Well, I was very happy but doctor was saying like, okay, there are little changes I want to make. I want to make sure it feels comfortable, I want to make sure it looks good. Bite is slightly off, so we need to adjust little things. Let's send this back to lab. That's exactly what she did. And then I was sent to surgeon to do extractions. That was probably the least painful thing out of all the treatments I've had. So few injections. It did take a while to pull my teeth out. So because as you might imagine, my bones are quite strong. So doctor was struggling a bit, sweating. Even owner came in to dab sweat off surgeon's forehead and giving me a slight massage on my shoulders just to relax. I was actually alright. I got very high pain tolerance, I believe, so I get over and done with quite quick. Next appointment was very next day. So next day I came in for another treatment, another fitting, and we did trial on that. In the morning, doctor was very happy, very pleased. She did fit my new crowns in, put everything the way it should be, adjusted my bite, and then I had a choice to come either following day or in the evening to just get rid of all rest bits. So I came in late night, so I was first client for my doctor in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then last one at 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, she intense work, and I appreciate doctor actually doing that for me, because that gave me an extra day to just go out, see how I feel, eat some food, learn how to speak again with completely different bite, different teeth. So as you can tell, I still struggle a bit. It might take me a while to get used to it, but doctor said it will take a few days. But because she fit everything yesterday night, so she fitted everything in the morning, and then at night I came in to clean them, so to speak. So you get glued them in really tight, and to make sure that they are there, you need to make sure you look after them. So all the gaps were clean, and because I had teeth removed and I had treatment early in the day with some injections for painkillers, because fitting teeth is quite a challenge, because they need to put them in so there is no issues with them whatsoever. I've seen a lot of guys in a hotel I was staying who have had treatments in UK, and there was a girl who came over for particular reasons that in UK she was not treated right. When she had a fit-in, those teeth were fitted in sort of loose, so she had these food traps. Every time she would eat, food would be trapped behind her teeth, so it would be just weird, painful, uncomfortable, gums feeling sensitive, and all those kind of things. So my doctor warned me this is gonna be challenging, and because of that, when I came back late at night and she started to clean up my gaps between teeth, that was probably first time when I actually felt uncomfortable through all these days. So I was breaking a bit of sweat and whatnot. But I just let my doctor get over and done with. I didn't stop her once, because let's be honest, I came in here to get them done. I haven't come in here to sit there and complain. Pain is going to be there regardless. I'd rather tolerate a bit pain for a shorter period of time than try to delay it for hours and hours and hours. For example, teeth filing. For what doctor told me, it usually takes 2.5 hours. We were done in 80 minutes. Just because I sat back, relaxed, deep breath. I know exactly how to control my nervous system. I know exactly how to control my nerves, how to control my stress response, all those kind of things. And I took advantage of it. Yeah, it's painful, but it's nowhere near as painful as having a toothache. That's guaranteed. And they really look after you. Like, if there is any sign of discomfort, they will let you stop. They will let you chill out, even if you need to go away, for example. But I just want to get over and done with, and all the treatments were really quick in comparison to some doctors I used to have back home in Latvia. This was like being in heaven. So definitely would recommend to anyone who has any dental issues to come over to Sevil Smiles and get it sorted. Like I said, people in here are phenomenal. Doctors look after you inside out. Their assistants are just so joyful, you just want to be there. I'm actually going to miss this place by leaving. On the first night I came over, on weekend, it was actually Halloween party as well, so I went to that. So they had set up live music, drinks, snacks. Everyone who's come here this week was invited. Really good crowd, really good people, and just a nicest environment ever. And on leaving the place, you have assurance that if anything happens, you will be looked after. So you got given a WhatsApp number. Well, they're on you all the time anyway. You can message them all the time, and you can check up with your doctor. If anything goes wrong, they're gonna get back to you. If you have any kind of issues within 5 years, you have guarantees that you come back and it's gonna get fixed. So if anything goes wrong, but let's be honest, dental surgery is so advanced now, and this specific practice I was going to, I've had 6 personal friends being there, and they had the best reviews ever. And I have consulted with some other guys who have come over and they've gone to different places, and they were disappointed, to say the least. They were not told when, what's happening. With Sevil, they send you a transport, they pick you up, they drop you off, they organize you transfer to airport, from airport. I was there and I was struggling. As you can tell, I'm a bit bigger than most people, so I need a lot of nutrients to survive. And they literally were making me like protein smoothies and stuff, which they never do. It's just such a nice touch, when you are looked after. And I need to come back. I need to put some implants in. Sort those things out, and I already look forward to it. I just love the environment, Yeah, when you think about dentistry, you think, God, a lot of pain. I would never like to do that. But the experience I've had was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. This is how business should be run, and you could tell that owner is looking after her employees first, always looking after them, always having fun with them, having a laugh. In Halloween party, you had owners dancing with members of staff. None of this nonsense that you see in completely garbage companies where bosses think they are better than anyone else. And this is exactly why the place is so great, from perspective of not only client service, but how business should be run. This was eye-opening. So for me, last few bits is traveling back to UK. If you're fully vaccinated, you need to do a lateral flow test, and then do day 2 test and day 8 test. Still need to isolate at home. If you are not, then you need to do lateral flow test on flying out, PCR day 2 test when you're back home, and then day 8 test. That could be lateral flow test. That's as simple as it gets. Things in here are fairly cheap, cheaper than in UK, but obviously in UK everything is more expensive, and you actually make a bit more money as well. It kind of evens out things, but in the long run, I'm looking forward to coming back and just actually looking around country. It looks beautiful. So where I've sat in here now, I got Mediterranean Sea on my left side. Just across, I got some mountains from Antalya, I believe. On the right side, the city behind me. There's one of the main beaches in Antalya, and it's just beautiful. It's nice. It's November. It's 20 odd degrees outside. I just had a guy scamming 50 liras out of me by feeding me this stuff I never even needed. But yeah, that's my summary of why I came to Turkey. One thing led to another, and me being me, I never wanted to do just one thing. I wanted to get over and done with stuff and do it properly, because sooner or later I would have to do everything what I did now. And if I have time, resources and opportunity to do it, why not? Why hold yourself back? You should never kind of do something and then regret, could have done better. And I'm really pleased with everything that I have experienced this week. I came on my own, and I'm actually glad I did come on my own. If I had come with someone, it would be absolutely miserable time for them, because a lot of time I was just sleeping and recovering, because bear in mind I wasn't able to eat, so I was tired. No real access to gyms that I would deem to be efficient for me, because I need some kind of CrossFit equipment or strongman equipment to train with. Simple gyms don't cut it for my training phase at the moment. And yeah, I look forward to coming back and enjoying this on a different level. But if you're looking into honest feedback about Sevil Smiles, this is what it is. I don't get paid, I don't get any bonuses or whatever. I'm just sharing my experience. Oh, by the way, this is how cool it is. On leaving, I got 500 quid cash back from my treatments, because we set out what to do. My first ever meeting was with a consultant. We sat down, she explained me everything, she took me through everything, explained me what can be done, what should be done, what couldn't be done. Then obviously a consultation with doctor and surgeon, doing all the x-rays and whatnot. They listed all the things they think I need to do, and by the end of it, they actually didn't do quite a few treatments, which was nerve treatment and bone grafting. So, and I was given cash back. So I came believing that I'm gonna pay so much money, and I'm coming back home with more cash in my wallet than I came with, because I was paying with card. But yeah, it's cool. You know, that kind of honesty is probably rare. And like I said, I've heard some stories from different guys who have gone to different clinics. One specific guy, he was saying that he asked for this one treatment, and then they ended up changing some materials, at least on paper, and charging him more than he was expecting to pay. None of this here. Completely opposite. And I just loved it, you know. And I believe they have nailed customer experience to the point that I think this is how every business should be run. And if people would come in here, not even getting dental treatment, but just sit there and observe, this is how you treat your clients, we all would be so much better off. So, and on that note, I'm gonna finish these things. The most expensive snack in a Turkey so far, because for this kind of money I could have gone and loaded up my shopping cart and shop. I hope this was helpful for anyone. I hope this makes more sense why I did what I did, because I just didn't want to struggle for God knows how long now. And let's be honest, in UK for same exact treatment I would be paying way more than I paid now. My total came to just around under £5,000 in UK to get 21 new tooth and another four teeth sorted. It will probably cost you 4 or 5 times that. Let me know what you think. If this was useful, drop me a message, drop me a comment, and if you ever come to Turkey, if you're struggling with your teeth, Sevil Smiles, buds. Sevil Smiles. Speak to you soon.